Wow, just another one just hit me. Another one hit me. When I got back in and moved to Texas and everything, I was living in Louisville, Texas. I was going to visit, or connecting dots to, as far as to hook up with different people, see how they're doing and everything. Because there's one girl, Tony, who I worked at Applebee's with in Colorado Springs. No, in Pueblo, Colorado. And when I went over there to visit in Germany, to visit my family over there, and with the intent of moving, which I did. The first thing she did, I can't remember her last name right now, but they actually owned some property there, and they had her units was actually like some pink houses and everything, and they were smaller, the one we had was smaller, they were rentals and everything, 114 on the clock. They were rentals. And she's really cool. I'm talking about really, really cool. Why do I say that? Because first of all, I overspent, when I was there, and didn't necessarily have enough money to go ahead and get back. So she sent me the plane ticket, plus some money and everything to eat, be chill, so I wouldn't be stressed. And then, so that was that part right there. That was that part right there. And then, when I came back years later, okay, when I came back from there, 3 years later, she had a boyfriend, Kim, I think his name was, 211 o'clock. I thought it was a cool brother. And I ain't gonna lie, I messed up at the end. And prejudging. Because I didn't understand, and it was it's like a no-brainer right now. Right now, it's like a freaking no-brainer. 2:34 on the clock, no-brainer. Here she is, sent me money over there, after moving away from Mike. Mike had a house there in Pueblo. He went to Florida with a sister chick, you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure they was on the pink tip, but he was cool. Mike was so cool. 2:56 on the clock. We had so much fun. That's where everybody came to our house and had, parties and everything. We never opened the stove. We put everything on the barbecue grill, and it was winter time. This is with a brother too. He passed away, but he worked out at the prison up there, in Colorado. His kids was, there was more gothic and shit. Children. I ain't gonna call them kids because they didn't eat everything. Matter of fact, that was the whole point. That's where I got my first full experience, 333 on the vegan tray. And he, as La Capitina Canil talks about with the tapas, he came out with so many different tapas. I mean, it was a 7-course, 8-course tapa meal and everything. I mean, they were like really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah. And so he ended up passing away, and he always wanted to take me. He had a place in Canada. He always wanted to take me to Canada with him, And I think he did pass away. When he transitioned, I think he was in Canada. And even when I got back and was talking with Tony and everything, the children came back to fucking visit me and shit. They came, they got together and came to visit me. I was like, well, I was shocked on the impact, that we shared right there, because that was some time ago, and when his dad, I can't remember his name right now. For some reason, I want to say Mike too, because it was a gang of Mikes, 444 on the clock. Gang of Mikes, we hung around, But I want to say Mike also, but I'm not sure. But he has some long, the long curly hair. Really, tell you the truth, he looked just like in the female form, you know, as far as the hair and structure, body structure and everything, or that body with the face and everything, of the hair type, hair type of of Nat Nat. Okay, I'm tripping right now. I couldn't believe I fucking forgot that. You know, I was thinking mukbang because that was the last thing on my mind. But really, the flowing hair, and he played guitar and instruments too. So, you know, it was just like, it was heaven. That period of time in my life was straight freaking heaven. You know? And then on top of that, you know, at 6 o'clock, on top of that, what does she do? She called me in, you know, from living in Louisville, Texas. She says, hey, if you come meet me in Colorado, we could drive to fucking Nebraska, 6:16 on the clock, where Nisha did. Nisha went there and, you know, met a lot of people there, you know. That's where she got ganked by I guess, married a used car salesman, you know, because he was pretty, you know, and didn't tell the parents nothing that she was married, like she didn't do the first husband. 6:36 on the clock. I'm just listening to the stories and shit. I was like, wow, really? Fucking no way, dude. Yeah, way, dude. And so, but what she did, we went to actually go see Prince. We went to go see Prince. Okay? So now it blew me away because that was the, you know, 7:04 on the clock right now, 7:04. That's the purple rain. That was it. Even as far as all of her doings towards me the whole time. And what I did was, now I'm gonna tell you what I did. You know, on the way out and everything, you know, because it was, you know, we was living together, but it was like I had this conversation the other day about like an open relationship, you know. So I'm in my room. She's, you know, in her room, and she, you know, invited Kim over, you know, for the night. And during that whole processing of thought, you know, sort of like the same shit that I had. It's like this retro trip right here on Pisces Bowl. Ooh-wee. This retro trip right now is something. Because, to bring this up right now, I did the same thing that I'm doing, that I did right now, so to speak. In the sense that the very individual that was helping me, and even though we agreed to this open relationship, which I talked about, you know, the lady spoke about the other day, the foreigner lady, I got stuck in my feelings and shit when he was there, but not at that time. It was only later when I was getting ready to leave to where, and I had to go on my mission, and she was there inside of her world already. And they were still together working, you know. I don't know if they was going to stay together, work on things. It surprised me that they were still together when I came back, for one. And so when I left, I made sure Kim knew, you know, that she was like, it was like an open thing, you know. You know, we was pretty much just fucking in a general sense, you know, because in my feelings and shit, I did not honor the fucking contract. I did not honor that contract. And she didn't show nothing but purple, Prince, love all the way through. And yeah, so that right there hit me hard. That's hit me hard right now as I'm walking here to, and I see this, you know? I see this. So we all go through these types of things, you know. But a lot of people, again, everybody that, you know, I guess is at this job right now, you know, everybody, a lot of people got laced. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got laced, Jason born into it, you know, or simply born into it. And so, feeling like a OG baby somewhat, especially with the steps and mistakes. But at the same time, you know, it's been, we know we did it before. We've done this before. And so when we recognize it, we see, and we still just get, like we said, we're doing right now, to acknowledge it, you know. And that's all I wanted to do right there. 11 o'clock, 11 minutes. I want to acknowledge that. That's a strong tower right there. When we can do that right there, and not get all envy and green-eyed, you know what I'm saying? No, pink-eyed and green-eyed on the left-hand side with the Dutchie, then, you know, life, even though Ifa is part of that life, you know, it'll go ahead, if you go ahead with the why, though, because we ask the question why, and just instead of just accepting the I, 11:44 on the clock, then I think we can grasp, you know, either like I guess Wendy Nelson, you know, mother of Amanda, 12 o'clock on the dot, used to say, grab the bull by the horns, you know? Yeah, to grab the bull by the horns, as opposed to letting them, you know, or be a bullfighter, you know, Spain, you know, let them be able to turn as soon as that 120, I saw the ABBA right there, be able to turn, let that bull come up as close as he wants, and let him go right on by. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, you know, 4, 3, 2, 1 even. And say toro, ole. Yeah. But again, not many people can want to go ahead and really grab the bull by the horns, and even less people are going to be able to make that adjustment with their body or reaction and thought and mind, you know, to do the same thing, to do that, even without even looking. It's like once you see the pace of the bull coming at you, or whatever it is, you know, and if it's, we definitely don't take our eye off of it, like Bruce said. But at a certain point, then your whole body just goes ahead and click, and it starts its motion. It starts its motion. And that's coming from the biggest brain, which is the gut first. It's coming from the gut first, you know? And, you know, that's why the chakras is good to go ahead and make sure that they're clear, because when you get up to the heart chakra, you know, if the gut say go and the heart said, 14 on the clock, 144, 1404, then it's going to be stuck right there. And so that's where a lot of this magic is actually aimed at your gut, at our gut and at our solar plexus, and then to the blue. They really don't want you to get to the blue. The baby blue, they don't want you to get to the baby blue heart. No. Because if you go ahead, hey, the baby blue, they don't want you to get to the baby blue. They want you to go ahead and be the modelo, okay? The mode, they want you to keep that for L and make sure you stay low. And the low is that of the laws of the land. You know, these UCC laws. Yeah. It's something to see. That's what it is. Something to see. Wow. One, make sure all this right here is, not natural. Make sure it stay natural though. Okay? At least that's what it was. I was trying to get the whole mural side of it, but I can't see if this glare is in there. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool to see, vista. You know what I mean? Ching, 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 ching. Come out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to go ahead and pop that in and share that with you real quick while it was still on the dome. 16/16. Yeah. Let me let you get out of here because I'll be for a little while, and I don't want to do all that. All right. You guys take care, and we shall chat with you in a little bit. Keep loving us. Keep loving we. You know what I'm saying? And we keep loving you. Nothing like cha-cha.